Now this way chocolate drink anu de papa bi de wo hia and is you share best point savings and loans, best assurance, special ice mineral water ni drinks awodo ni nyina ebo michidom. De edi kase bonmu akwete no ebi ene se enne Ghana mrahibedwafo etnase abobo ho asuesu adwena hweso mensa na hene yebetimi atunade so amano ayeye anase yebekọ asan ababiemu wo mrahibedwafie mu no moada no ene wo soafo abedi echi ohwe akwantuo so edi atodwase Kumasi airport enche epenifo bewie adane edi ama ya hyase aye adwuma ewom one omudo soya ahodo ewo Ghana ase no ede to abayanim set abono anase band ode to so no wonyi free swefri se adwuma no ye no baabi akwa kodunomu ehiamoa na ni nyina mu ne beko ayi amanonimu a na kyese Uganda manim nyame adom Ebola eduro aba ene yede ema wo mu a osoafo hwapomuden semso akasa ede afa ho ensam no ebi ka ho ene yede eba besomo midin ede akua eje wa akode afa ensam no nchiremu eni Wagana mrahibedwamu no so afa be de echa wo no ene hwe akwantuo so ekoye enam so ema mrahibedwani a wogina mu edimo omafo a wo mo ewo Asante mantemu emieme awodo akasa ede ato nanim achem se yanya nentiye se eja Kumasi airport no ya yawie kama ama niam nyina ekoso da ben ena mo betwa ahomamu adane ede ama omafo no eno no so afa be de echi no ede tu dwa cheche mu se nyame ya adomo a dwumbo som no wo mfiem bienu ene aduonu miensam no ne awie bibia adane define ebomu no July bosum da etwato ewo amfie mpimienu mu no ene mpenifo be hyase ada na di ede ama adehia ewo Asante mantemu kwada so mrahibedwani ne bisasa ensem
definitive timelines, but when it came to the operationalization, he said soon after. When is this soon after? Thank you.
As these processes are ongoing, the handing over of the tower, control tower, fire station, and runway, and so on and so forth, the Ghana Airport Company will also be engaging in some simulation exercise to test run some, flights at the airport, and also to test their software to ensure that the software are accurately working for check-in and so on and so forth, and also for the use of the control tower. Mr. Speaker, the control tower that we have right now would be demolished, including the existing terminal building. So what it means is that we have to get the new control tower up and running before we'll be able to do the commissioning. So give and take, when we do the final handing over 30th June and everything is under control as planned, Mr. Speaker, the commissioning will be done immediately. Here, my colleague wants us to limit it to commissioning or the use of the airport. If it is the use of the airport, by that time the airport will be in operation. So by operationalization, it's a procedure. So you start one flight and then you test run the equipment and see whether everything's under control, to see whether Ghana Meteorological Agency is having the necessary communication with aircrafts along that corridor, and to also see whether Ghana Civil Aviation Authority is able to find aircrafts and to be able to see the entire scope of the runway. Now the apron is going to be extended to the left of the terminal building. Now we need to be sure that all of these works are done before we'll be able to have it done completely. As an international airport also, you necessarily have to have a clinic or a medical facility along that place. We may not be able to have one, but we can use the Kofanochi Teaching Hospital, just like we are using 37 Military Hospital to support Kotika International Airport. So when all of these things are done, I believe operationalization becomes just a nomenclature. We would have been operating the place all the same. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker.
Wonfie pimienu ani edu enkromeche 2019 budget ya omari edi tudwa na ewumu se ba besi beebi ebetete enkrofo a ombeka wimuhyen se yombesiesie no ye engineers ahodo na afenso no wono mbeye adwuma ewo wimuhyen ahodo nimu mekire aviation training school na enu ena oman so afo abede eche ohwe akwantuo so ekomrahibedwamu no adakolomrahibedwani busa ne sesa ensemo no akwakosisei aban guso obeye anase ateakam ena osi odabi egusu ani enkrofo a omo woni mundia no eguso ye kasa enche kura no ye be hyase aye adwuma no
4 steps have been taken to develop an aviation training school for pilots, engineers, and cabin crew at the completed Ho Airport, as promised in the 2019 budget statement and economic policy of the government. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Mr. Speaker, as it was rightly stated in the 2019 budget statement and economic policy of the government, the Ghana Airport Company Limited actually commenced engagement to partner with both public and private institutions on aviation training school, including the Air Force, Africa World Airlines, as well as a South African investor. Unfortunately, due to the COVID-19 pandemic, we could not proceed with the processes. Mr. Speaker, I'm happy to report that the Ghana Airport Company Limited has again initiated process of securing a strategic partner, and discussions have commenced with the Air Force and other private sector partners for the establishment of an aviation training school for pilots, engineers, and cabin crew. Mr. Speaker, the whole airport has therefore been identified for the above purpose as stated in the 2019 budget statement and economic policy of the government. We see proposals from different agencies, and as it is with some of these public procurement processes, they have to go through a certain procedure. One cannot be too sure about when the process will terminate, but I believe very strongly now that the aviation industry is picking up and then the numbers are rising, the interest in the sector will definitely rise, and I believe very soon we'll be reaching a conclusion, financial decision points. I believe very strongly. I cannot be very specific about the dates because it's a whole process. Thank you very much, Speaker.
Wa omaimu etifi apoye famiche apa East region no yeye ku apa na se yedafuo na so no baye no aya na ba eba no yenhyeda ehuso sa enti osofo hwenuane ni kuayo so ebo anan ekomantam nim ekohwe sade akuayo nsanke ni sitie eho okwan no hu se ampasa enkrofo bi fa kuntuna ase ema no baye na ebenya no omo ede konkrofo aman so koton enti wode ato empenifo mo hwe kua so ewo mantam no anim so mo mani na ho na wono mo fa kuntuna ase ede fu no baye no eko aman awodo so koton yensi omokwan
also for the duane enekuayo asoye na no ene Dr. Usu afiri akoto opinyin no ba pro my Ghana mu no de nani akiremu ewo tifido apoemantam emu no de nani kiremu ewo fumbisi ewo Bosa South mensene ne mu biaya woye moho adwuma ne adehye no kwetwetwe nkomo enu achi nso de nani kiremu obolgatanga wona akade wode ye mo anasi kwaye ho adwumodi ho adwuma so no wono mo ekokusiaye enu mo twetwe nkomo ne kasa akire no enu odi tudwa sefum bisi asase ododomo no na nke wasa asase be 5000 acres ene wo yesu adwuma na so akade ne mwa nhyedamba ntino 900 acres pe na hwe wo yesu adwuma nyina no enhyedamboa abandi sika ne hyehye pa ba begu apono so a 5000 acres ni nyina no obetumi ayesu adwuma na ogina asonso edito kwankyerefo a owekwaye ho nsem so ewo mantam no mu so won hwe hunu so de nhyehye dodo na begu apono so na o man Ghana yenuane nipa bi fa sebo akwan so ekrade konkofa ma so Burkina Faso Nigeria Cote d'Ivoire Mali no opano pomasibre.
It is a big worry. You know why? Because these countries don't have food. We are the only country in West Africa which has surplus food. But that food is enough for the citizens and not enough for our livestock. Poultry is suffering because poultry feed prices have gone through the roof, and poultry farmers are having to sell off their beds because the working capital has doubled or tripled and the banks are not giving them the support. We as the ministry, we don't have the money to give to them. So the same working capital is buying less feed, and therefore they have to get rid of a lot of their stock. So the poultry industry is in serious crisis. And we need every grain that the Ghanaian farmer produces so that we can support our livestock industry to improve nutrition, protein intake in this country. Please, anybody here who has anything to do, whether just the knowledge that you've seen any foreign truck plying our routes, some are going as far as our farm gate. I heard that there were loads and loads of Nigerian number-plated trucks going to Fombisi. This was 2 months ago. And because of that, on my way from Upper West, I went straight through to Fumbisi to see what is happening there.
The challenges we have now is where we don't have irrigation system around, and then our drying. So we're having a lot of post-harvest losses at the moment. And then our waste, when it comes to the husk, how we dispose it off. Those are the challenges we have now. Yes, if they can come and develop the rice growing valley so that we can have irrigation for the farmers to be able to produce all year round, to support the raw material needs of the factory, that we will be grateful.
The challenge number one is the road that I talked about. The road leading to the valleys is not that good, and would want it upgraded so that when farmers harvest, or even when they are bringing their inputs, it should be easy, and when they are bringing their foodstuffs out, it should be easy for them to do that.
From the road Berembisi and Fimbisi to Berembisi is very terrible. During the harvesting time, farmers have challenges. Even after harvesting, how to carry their produce out, they find it difficult. And we are appealing to you that if you can come to our aid so that this challenge will be solved.
Aduane ni kuaye soafo na proba wo bono e wo Ghana metifi mantemu no enam so amano akwa akochia dagbonwura na ebra wo koye no wode to na nanim esere do se eja eba asase no eye wodea wono mo yeso adwuma nyina so wo nsam enti wadie midwane ato wo asere wo se fato wo anim se eniema wodo no ayeye e wo Ghana ha se no a ayo mo di fa kuntuna ase ko ama wodo bi te se Burkina Faso Niger ni Mali ekokoton no mu enyae wasi edika na ye fertilizer na aban ehwe esomu no enkrofo wia ediko Burkina Faso ni ye ya na tu atwa kakra se sedie no be no mo de ko enti wose wo hene no se won kasa na omafo no tie no no munjai sa de na ebo o my Ghana form.
Your Majesty, I have something which is very worrying to me and the government of Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, which is the fact that for more than a year, we have banned the export of foodstuffs from Ghana to our neighboring countries. And we have, in spite of this law, which is an executive instrument created by the President of the Republic for nearly a year now, we have reports of massive smuggling of our foodstuffs to our neighboring countries, as far as Nigeria, Mali, Niger, Burkina Faso, Togo, and the others. We are calling on Your Majesty and your kingdom to assist this government to stop this illegal practice. When I paid a courtesy call on the regional minister, who also doubles as the chairman of the Regional Security Council, I've emphasized this very strongly to him, and that action needs to be taken very strongly to stop this practice. The security services alone cannot do it without the cooperation of the citizens of this region, in particular your citizens. So we are calling on you, the king of the Bong, together with your traditional chiefs, to cooperate very closely with the security forces to stop the smuggling of foodstuffs from Ghana to our neighboring countries. We are proposing the setting up of an agricultural development zone in Dagbon. This zone will consist of between 20 to 40,000 hectares of farmland that we will develop the infrastructure by clearing the land and all the things that are required for investors to come and put their money in the zone. We need to create this special agricultural development zone, and I can assure you within 3-4 years, we'll change the economic landscape of this region.
I wish to use this opportunity to call on the chiefs and youth of Dagbon to direct more attention to agriculture and its related fields to help deal with the food shortages and increasing unemployment in the country. Honorable, comparatively, Northern Ghana is still behind other parts of the country in terms of development. I must say that it is unfortunate that our vast arable lands are left with less attention in terms of usage for agricultural purposes. Despite the enormous interventions by government in the sector of agriculture, namely planting for food and jobs, rearing for food and jobs, fertilizer subsidy, greenhouse technology, farm mechanization, just to mention a few, Dabong is still struggling with high levels of youth unemployment. This unfortunate situation, Honorable, requires very urgent attention. I wish to use this opportunity to entreat you to ensure that all available facilities in your ministry are directed to the kingdom to help create opportunities for the unemployed youth of this country.
Na awutu breku a eno wo mfimfiri mantemu enkre free word mu abane so babesia pa eja kane ne ese oba de oto onyadra na wonto atuduro na so babesia ne de woto atuduro mu obi nton bi woton de ma wo no mudi no fosam ewo awutu breku ene ne mpotemu na yensa so ne pechi yensa ntwe ni setmante aba ahomane so set akwaba. Hello set.
Ya nini aba?
Aha, boye nchiremu oba no ni din de sen wanya mfie sen na yeda ne ye che no ofafiri ho menko.
Yo, mame no ni din ayen ensa kan ye wo ho se ya posifo. Ye se agibi ade abase emobi ankasa eye antiesi. Na ni nyina ne se so amanfo be kai ana se na wotwa yesi mu ni na wotwa etwa mu ni na wotwa yesi mu. Wo hwe ni anse obi akobo obi tuo tuo obi oye mobile money bo say obi akobo obi tuo awutu breku awutu breku so na ko agomu akoti aho nyina na chese enyama ekoso na ye kan enti aposifo amo central east omo ye se patriotism no omo ye soup na soup omo ye no na omo se obi eyi o masutre se mami bi wo fie mem etu abuba no ton enti umuso mo madi anko ba umuso mere bi na mpanya ampa ni nua ne se ampa aposifo kokoye soap no omo momode anya mami na abuba bi ekita ni nti omo de ne ba ewutu breku police station police for kana ewutu breku police station ena ka ni se omo de nkan e de ne betrum e ho enti omo se omo sa fa omo cha ba enti omo ko omo chi ba ya no omo ka sa ni omo de ne ko region ankasa na go to na for suppose for ya duma pa o we e ko suppose for timi akofa mami a adin kwa wato wa che mami wato to bana che na manfo police for timi akofa ni ene o da police for ase papa enti amanfo mo wutu breku ni gomu akoti ho te omo da police for na ase papa say mami a o to bobo o matimi akoche ni to bobo bi omo ni se police for be o maduma ye pa. It's a month for some of the post to force papa na.
Segmente.
Hello.
Maybe sase ebro mo koche no tu aboba no na ebikita na ne dodo ye sen. Maame no wadi mfie sen.
Maame no owo 49 years. 49 years. E dia de fe na ye antiesi.
Etu aboba na ebikita no na ne dodo ekita no eye sen.
Etu aboba no de nyame anim ne ye ko post for na ntimi amfa nkyere yen. Because of Omokai, but you almost say, I'm actually not a ton trouble. But do there because almost actually someone needs some cell phone casa. And the post to phone almost me and Casanti, a trouble banner, my men, the oil of my tongue. I don't know, Omodiaco Fano. And see, a mamma for a honor. I don't want the papa say, mammy, say, Omacofa, Omacochino, Edina Ban, a trouble not starting who dead the scratches. And the amount for some of money, yes, papa says and so forth. Then so for an Indian or pana put for Mameno, and running dinner. Almost to say trouble by a BB almost to Yano, and go for autonomous money vendor. I want to have a name to after the trouble and pick up on team. I can pick up. None so my midday son at home, a two.
Mamma, baby, I want to say, it is the Kunko Makuti. And some of the police for Mante. Maame no baby a wotie no area mu anasem potem won mu no omafo no mudi nko mo busa se maame ne se no ositie ni suban te sen
oh maame ne de omo kire se bia oye basa de da bi na omo nim se aya na omo hu se oh mlantie ni bi eta ebefa ebesen ekoho pa mlantie ebu awu se bi ti moto so no akoho na akoya se bia oye basa na se obi a oye bi da bi but I am nan tie te wura ho pa
okay
man nan tie te wura ho pa enti wo mu tamo mo te se ma me no trouble ban now. You try be at home, no beshum, and you trouble bank one or tongue. So when you be town and the post for no more than
and the Yama post for no more than you
Yama post for no to my team what dear. Almost some land set or part of my mini Batabata Debbie.
Yate, Yadasi. Yes, and Jenny says, maintain your tenning car at the free a wood to break, no nada, and say, Mammy be an asa basiwapo or yen fish, Abbey, Adriana, NCA 46, the D. Eddie and TC, one the autumn trouble, Edima, one now more Edimon in the bond for some of them trust them. E wo pomon na ne posi for ensa so ne pechia emra ene ni edie ne da soara egira homa ne so na yense ntwe ni Jacob Kubi enso so ewo achimota ba bi e fa se kopa vi na yesi ye bubu dan bi ho no anima bi ekoso enti onoboye nchirimu Jacob
eyewa
ahini fa pote power kopa vi wo mu na ye bubu dan
okay me no ka se de wo pebe mu wo ye achimota bia ye fra ho mo old station udu homo o search na udi weni kire akwete mana uko ni kaka bridge bi wo homo washing bridge bi wo ho e so homo copy bi na ade che kire mu a be ewo mu be se bosumi sie ni na omo tete se ye be wa be gugu bi a omo we na nso no ya fa nkata bi a ambra omo ambe ka se omo ba be gugu omo nim se bi a omo we eye aban asase na omo mbeka bibia acho mo so mo begugu le mo no mo tete ti won from say ye beba begugu ye beba begugu na ene obi anka bia chem omo wo ho dudu ana so na eja omo nyama nyina e wode mo omo ko ejuma a omo nim say ye beba begugu dai edumu so no ekọ eja omo ma e wo fie ti se me ne ka say ye gugu edan no e de ye kiosk a e wo ho no na sa bia me kan ufa data no katra dan dudu e wa ni nyina ye ntabudan ha ne de ye omo dan nti ye beka se ye dan ntabudan a hihye ho na minister asam engineer owo ho no ekire mu se bia nkofo no wo no nipa boni sem nko na ekoso wo ho du enyimre ne se bo be se from it going there oye oba ne se unya kokodo ontumi fa oye bema awa beti enye de ontumi fa ho amujidi de nkofo eniama e de kwahihye sa bia make nenso omutumi enye wo hwe nti no de ombetumi aya ne se ebububu na omubebubu na so ade hye na omo ho no so kire mu se nia municipal engineer ka no enye no kure oho no kro ne se bia eni ho mo abi oho mo no so enye so wo beka se obi ewi omo abri bia nkofu etwom ho ye bizuru ka twom ekoba na obi bia so embokro no ewo ho mo na even pop baby party ya obodi omuneche omuguwe washing base kaka bi wo ho mo de bia efi anafa kofim anadwe nkofo ti ho mo a se bi omu twetwe bi amafo so edi omo akona ba pepe ekoba na omo nti ase ni enti poti mpo ananka se ebegugu po a anka eye orenyafo okai kwe south mc no na kere so oni omuhia na oka bibi tire omo nso wanka bibia abibia ne ka na mo a efa ekoba na no mo nim se ye beba be yo omo site we die omo dis adisede to aban nim no fa aban ka tepeni orenyafo boy lai no ono ne nkasa no mo de mo bubu edu no omo nja no mo mbre kakra no mo fa yiyi omo nyama enfri ho mo omo nim se ho ya aban asase omo ntumi ni aban empre na mo mekwan a orenyafo boy lai any minister engineer na faso edi bubu eye ohono na omuni enjo
mo ene wa mane boy yense ncheni Jacob Kubi na yete ne nka no na afibia mu no aya na College of Physicians for no omo eye enhyiemu na afi we se de no ene to so edu enkono empenifo aye enhyiemu de kama nya asem ketwa nam so ama wona omo agi omo atuko ni omo ye be ahanu ani du mienu 212 no yaye amamre aka omo aka ko no ho a sese no ya hye omo den so omo baba no omo nya adwuma na emuama eniema enkoyi
College of Physicians and Surgeons, one year induction ceremony we know edema 212 new members. Na one more edia futuo koye de ma womo say, one more enye womo hu no nya adwumaden na mem womo emfa ensi omo ni say, adwuma enhyeda enye de wogana ha no anasa ya na nkwande wa ewo omo adwuma ene omo sikasem woni o market yansem wono ewo fom nti womo bebu market mu akwakopie mu ewo Europe abrochima mu wose ni nyina no enya ade a ebehyeda aboa womo dwumadie ensem ewo o my Ghana mu enti womo enkom ntoma mpama ano no mo nka nkyere wo ho se de tie bia no wo mbeye adwumaden de aboa pomudensem so wo Ghana hanom a Dr. John Nkrumah Mills, President the Ghana College of Physicians and Surgeons, wodi nsem tu dwa wo 19th annual general and scientific meeting a wo mo de hye so no ase esan fa akwanya ne so de ye induction de emma safui enyina
afutu samanze mama hwanyin de wiadze nu ma yedin nti ma yemfa ai ndama na wa yedin nkuti anya adza yerka nti daminti yeboko baby fofra ka yejuma oh nkrofo hwehwe hwan osande ye train hon ye na wa hye boso de obaye ejuma ahwe Ghana hen asisinem ye ya hwe nyimpa ma wonya hodin nti wondi onodumom na mmiri bi baba ndama be ye am he nyina so ma wo nyi de ndama osisa zaminyim ndan meba bi oya doctor akachem de onyim simam osande onu wesuanu sinam nti ochede mo so oda me ye mu na mechi nti doctor fode afibia oda isuande na onhu krampon agi ne ho abodina sana afi foforo ban etuma ho ejuma se anye afi mu a next year one more license dey ejuma ohun betro
eno achi ye ne wo mo aye induction ceremony edema wo mo no so adwetwe nkomo me inductees no wo mo so de nsem atudwa
addition enda form and to be a member of this prestigious faculty is honoring and tiende omo ahye enumnyam omo ahye doctor for bebre enumonyam yeda yempenifo ase yeda Ghana ban ase because omo no mutua ye fees na maye ema adesua no koso enti yeda obi bia ase yeda yebusuafo especially for support stress no ebika obia enti even though ya bombo den no so omo so support ya enka enye ye enti yeda obi bia ase ye hye se omo aboya baso esiesie ye fefefe se yeso ye be ye djuma ye beto ye betra ye be bomboden aye djuma e de ahyemu enimonyam ye dada ye djuma na ye tu ho ache de bi omo si ye nhira wo nyankopon ho nyame nhira eno ana ye de ti ase enti ye be koso aye edjuma se de wo se ye e de ahye obia enimonyam.
Wana mudo eyo ene atoko wo Ghana mu ase no nkabumuko no akasa no mu echem se nanu obi aban ede tabono eto mu dwumadie ni so se de wo ye no ntimi fa nkọ baabi nkonkoton agese Ghana ya ne sensen bebre no mu se nansen no asani mu asesa kakra eno nto mu koto asere aban no sa na mu stu a wotu ye ni gina ye wosi no enkebe ya nka wonsanka na adwen kakra emie nto no mu enye adwuma
Bani jina si a wasi sesi a no de tabono to so ya beans exportation ni nyina eso nti wo mu ntimi mfa bi enkwa ama no ne na wo mu enkonkwedi mu odwa no na sabre wo mu di dwan so wo so ya beans ana so wo mu edo ho kua nyina wo mu de adesede to aban nanim se wo mu srada woroma wonsan emra biem wo ni jina sie no so na mum no mu nhwe se national strategy bi anasa nhyepa bi ebetimi aboa wo mu sudwumadi a wo mu die wo so ya beans mu nyina no ene obetimi de aba ebi ne se ebi anka wo betimi amo mo besia bi na wo de apemum dwumadi ensem no akonkan ya mugidi se enko ya ne sampo anka betimi abo dwumadi na aboso korampo a wono ma de srede ne o mabobɔ die UTV nsentwefo ye twen wo mu nsem ni se
esese aban no ebo modern na odi bibi abrofo kasa mu ye frɛ no se strategic plan ase kyerɛ ne se aban no ene mrahye badwafo enkamomu na o mu mayemfa bibi mra ebeye mra na sa mra no ebe kyerɛ bibi bi efa so ya bi hu bia no ebe kyerɛ ye saade no edi kan se obi ntumi nsɔre mfi ni kromu so ye Burkina ni so ye Togo ni so ye India ni ana China ni ma mefa ye niema no nkɔ eti niema efa saade ni hu nyina no ye sra ban se saa eye krata ye keka abomu na ebe boso ya beans ne ho ban wo kromu ha na bribia yenya ye frɛ ye value chain actors ana se yenya ye yeso ya bi hu adwuma yenya bia ye adwuma no aban moye na saade no entumi emramu yenhwe se omo a omo ye saa so ya bi adwuma nyina wo Ghana ha no se wukọ obi bia nchen a omo sikasem wo fom enti aban no nhwe hunu kwan a obefa so a obeboa ye amasika famu no sikasem famu no aban be so yasene
committee na ye kofreye se mo famu na ye control exportation no yes reste so mu ye bibia ye ne ye freye omo san freye moti akyerɛ yɛn sɛ saa ban no kora yɛka no ban biara kora ni hɔ. How come say yɛn ayɛ committee a yɛkɔfrɛ yɛ na adeɛ ɔmo yɛ no yɛn ayɛ nte aseɛ because committee no ɛyɛ full of technocrats. Adeɛ na yɛn yɛakɔfrɛ sɛ yɛn mmra no committee chairman no ɛyɛ chief director for Ministry of Trade and Industry. Yɛn ne kura nhyia ada. Nti yɛsrɛ sɛ leadership of saa committee no mom yɛn sesa no na mmoa yɛn. Yɛn ne yɛwɔ industry nim ne yɛnim nneɛma ɛyɛ den ɛha yɛn. Nti aban deɛ yɛdeɛ ɔmo deɛ ne sɛ anka ɔmo hyehyɛ mmara eti no saa committee ɔmo mfa hyɛ yɛn nsa na ɔmo mboa yɛn ɛhyehyɛ mmara a ɛbɛboa yɛn ɛwɔ hɔ eti yɛsrɛ sɛ ɛnɛ ne yɛnim yia no committee no ɛmfrɛ value chain association no ne yɛ members ɛne ɔmo ntena ase so ɔmo mama members na dɔɔso na yɛn actors na dɔɔso na ɔmo mfa leadership no panindie no ɛwɔ sɛ kum no ɔmo mfa hyɛ yɛn nsa.
One na kwan ba kwa na semienu so no mo ahnya akwanhia wo ya kwantempa wodo so no edioma no atum akire mu sesese de ne mamoden pa omusu nya akwanhia no wie pe emwa bi amfri ba bi ama wayare sabia ka wadidie wonom na ye no osorium na akwakoya adwendwen enu nti omu sesen ke be ye mpenifo nhwe na ke yenye bibi emfa wo no omu so asetena ne ntumpo fi se akwanhia no amomu adidem
afibia mu onu mpenifo yibusume baako edisi honom de bokwa ho jojo ho edewuro na busume krono amru no wona wonam kan kwanhia so to na nanom wonse do enafi wona wakonsensem no mpenifo ede kai omo ne sai sunti ekwa wondi any accident victim support wogina so akwakọ piem okolibu aban aresabia wona wonam kan kwanhia so akonsensem no wokọ ekosara wo mo ensrahwe no mu na mpenifo ede accident victim support ku na no de nsem sei etudwa
accident ni yesi de enya sanketo akora ni play yi mi play yen so driver ni ontimi ma ha emehwe me e ka me bo nyina ye me kunu ni mabusuafo e na ebo okwa omo say omo insurance wo car ne ho insurance na omo ya car ne ho frɛ omo so omo de na ebeba o kene ebeba omo mba police fo no so asɛm no wo omo nsɛm no so say omo de omo te ho num say car bo wa omo pa na omo hwɛ omo pa omo nhwɛ wo saa na omo police fo no e ka nti me so minim se nka ka abo wanka omo pa na omo hwe wo mini obi aso me dem asem be koto nanim nti me de dam na kwan bia mo be fa so abo ame ama me ho ato me matimi asore afrikete yisun nti se me ka dia na driver fo na ban ne omo nkasa yie na se de omo be drive afa kwan so ne se ne passenger su twa kwan mu a omo be hu no omo nante onhwe no ono omo nkasa yie na ban so ani meku ye ho kakra wo hospital ha ye so ye bre
nanu akire no ena opanyina wo da accident victim support ekuna no se kwankyerefo Reverend Serial Crab kasa no okire mu a
esese obi biara adwene nkofo we hu nkofo epranko aye 12,000 13,000 omo nyina egu ha bi a doctor fo ebre nurses fo ebre ti sese ye mamanfo ani ehwe wo mo nso na wo mo ba na wo beboa de ye titru pa ne se wo mo pra no beti asese Ghana edo wo mo ena ekuo bi so edo wo mo nti na nka ye de ye pese aban betu nani e de ahwe ye na wo mo nsa ewo bi no wo mo beboa bi na ye tumi esu obi biara enye kolebu ha nko na nka pese ye ba e pese ya nka ye ko Ghana fa na nyina e de ato amanfofo driver fo a e wa bonten a wo mo ka hyen a enko yie no ye de akire oyi kire we akire wo mo se wo mo hwe nkrofo a wo mo pra wo mo go hospital ha na ya ba be sam se de be ya wo mo ka hyen na wo be hwe yie.
So wajapade bia wodi ye adwuma te seka stores anase empo efie no a ese wutimi edinsi achi ba ifa eja ho beche fire insurance esi ho na aboa masatore nchen bisi pe na yabam ababeboa na esu nkrofo bi emfa nye adwuma ntienam so amasa emra no ase yato na mpan we enapoye mantimu penyina wono ena insurance anase nsi achi ba adwuma ko no wada no mame Esther Ofoyi kunedu ade atodwa sesa emra no yemfa nye adwuma anyesa ebeko etia yenyankasa.
National Insurance Commission empeni forward won tuma ebo Ghana National Fire Service dia no eno de se dwumadi ye hihye so ewo poemantamu dwumadi na se no eno opanyina woda National Insurance Commission na dwumaiko na no ewo poemantamu se manager Madam Esther Ofori kunadu twetwe nkomo na wo chiri mu a eye mbra e wo magene mu se nnwuma hodo a nipa etaba ho no mo pa no se eye hotel o se eye guest house o na afo bia ye keka ho no se nipa ba ho no mo nko a de ho behia se obenya ija ensi achiban hyehye eye fire insurance policy bi na afi nsusu no mpinifo agina so na ya ma fire certificate di adanse se waji watum ansa na obetima du dwuma mpo a watumi adi esanse nipa ba ho no mo kɔ no obi nka se bibinsi se bibi ekokosi wo ajapade no ye wodia no ebeboa no foforo nso waba ho no ma waba benya mane no wono nso so no aboa no na so kame akwa ese enyuma ekwa ahodo omu apuema ntem no san hye nyina no enya de omudi so Madam Esther Ofori kunadu gina so ma wonyina na wotwe se ejansi achiban hye yi eye fire insurance policy no wo wonyi bibia no kono koye na wotwetwam na wo ba na wonye ya wodo be famra kwa so
yeni Ghana Police Service, officials from Ghana Police Service, and Ghana Fire Service. Ya boom ni compulsory fire enforcement action. Our hotels, guest houses ya already inspected some more compulsory fire insurance and so money. I feel fit here and they call around hotels, guest houses, recreational grounds. Check say or more compulsory fire insurance policies and because you share your brand in my Insurance Act. 2021 a review at 1061 which section 218 the chair will say any occupier or owner of a commercial building or property it was said we need compulsory fire insurance from a licensed insurance company until no na year inspection because some say third party say patronize or has anything can happen. Fire beat me see, eja beat me ato hanu see, storm beat me AC, flood so beat me see, earthquake beat me see. Say AC omo na omo wo sa building as at the time then compensation be na omo benya. Owner no of this place no beat me asho omo ahanyina as at the time as risk ni see na. So, in the end, the forces said at least third party now, or patronize has seen, or covered. Your call any mom date say, almost any sign she shayin. Your friend from almost ombe, any police for fire service for Abbey. So they will say, near ye catch room on a young group in a yet, name of ye near break. I was see a bo public, and home by.
Ewia Pramsibra kan kasebo na onigusu awohwe no na yedane ye ho abayeba bongo beba betwa so ewo agudie kwan so seja World Cup no egusu ayekoso Ghana yeko bi o naja obi ada Roma bo na ye nhye ne yenko yanimu a akwato afa ho naje ya ba betena fie ye je ya ho menanu ye toa so wo kira eti bongo adimu nsem eba ye ba sesi esrew enko bebia